Is Lisa Adams from Homer Center School District joining us this morning. I don't know, Lisa, do you have anybody else with you today?
Yes, I have Isaac Turk and Emily Marshall with me, my student council vice president and president.
Beautiful. Our conversation this morning is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. What did you say their names were? Isaac and
Emily.
Hi, Isaac and Emily. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Emily, speak up.
All right, will do.
I knew you were there. Hey, this is called the Thanksgiving Basket of Love food drive that's happening, and you guys are helping to spearhead this. Lisa contacted us last week and said, check this out, and yeah, this is spectacular. Who wants to talk about what it is? What's the whole concept?
I can do it.
Okay.
So this year, we're taking the system into our own hands with there being the whole COVID pandemic. The Methodist Church can't really bring their volunteers out.
Mm-hmm.
They're all susceptible to the virus. So our Homer Center junior, senior high school volunteers, we're all going to operate the program. We've divided it up into pretty much three main jobs: advertising, collection, and distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Our collection is beginning this Thursday, the 12th, and it'll end next Thursday, the 19th. We're collecting different items for each grade level, so it's not all just like, cans of corn.
Yeah.
And then our distribution is going to be Saturday, the 21st, at the Nazarene Church.
At the Homer City Church of the Nazarene. You cut out there, but I think you're still there, right?
Yes, we're here.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. So the distribution is Saturday, November 21st. The gathering time is from this Thursday through next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So for the distribution, how do people register for that?
I'll take that part over. So if you know anybody in the community, we were gearing our dinner that we're handing out toward, of course, our school community and our school families, which we know intimately. But if we have anybody in the community that we could also help with a Thanksgiving meal, they can contact me, Lisa Adams, and my number is 724-541-8297, or just call the high school and ask for me.
Okay.
And we'll collect your information from there.
Okay. Is there a deadline to register?
The 18th of November.
Okay, the 18th. So a week from Wednesday, and then the distribution is coming on Saturday, the 21st. Now, what is the advertising element of this that Isaac mentioned?
Well, we're trying to get the word out, so you're helping us with that. Thank you. And then do you want to talk, Emily, about the businesses that we're looking out to?
Yeah. So we are actually going around town and asking local businesses if they would lend a hand in donating such things as turkey, bread, butter, cheese, things that we can't exactly collect during that week. So we're asking for either donations of that or monetary donations to help maybe give out vouchers or gift cards for the families to actually go and purchase those on their own.
And the most important thing is to realize Isaac is not cooking this meal for anybody, right?
That is
Okay.
No, everybody will cook their own meal.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan because I've heard about Isaac and his cooking abilities. Now, but this is a wonderful thing, and folks can all become a part of a very great effort, and it's being spearheaded by the Homer City, or the Homer Center Student Council, and of course Isaac and Emily. You're both members, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a fantastic thing here. You've always done something at Homer Center, though, haven't you, for Thanksgiving? Or is this something new?
Actually, it's just new and different due to the pandemic. When we are also getting support from the Homer City Methodist Church and the Nazarene Church as well. Normally, we would collect goods to donate to their food pantry. And that has just been looking a little bit different this year due to the pandemic. So we decided, actually the kids came up with this and said, what if we distributed a meal, kind of on our own with help from others?
Yeah, that's a great idea. So the distribution, how is that going to happen? Are people coming to you, or are you going to people?
We can do a little bit of both, actually. At the Nazarene Church, they have a great layout that we can assemble. So the kids are going to go up and get the boxes of food and everything together, and then we can do a contactless, they can drive up and we can deliver to their car, and then we also have the ability to take meals to those that don't have transportation.
Yeah. And I would guess that those churches and others throughout the throughout the community, they already have a pretty good idea of some people who are in such a need, right? They have a list already started.
Absolutely. And, this year I think what the kids said was that it's reaching more families than maybe on an average or normal year just due to the situations that we've been in since, the start of the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Isaac and Emily, let's talk a little bit more with both of you because the chance to talk with students who are actually in a school building are pretty limited this year. So let's talk a little bit about that. What's it like in the hallways this year with everybody all masked up and being physically distanced? I know it's different, but is it especially difficult, or are you used to it?
Me personally, I adapted pretty quickly to it. I don't really feel any different as I would any other year.
Mm-hmm. Emily?
It's a little different, but it's definitely a change that probably should happen, and we're doing our best with what we can. So
yeah, and you see it with your fellow students as well. I'm not guessing that by this point you really have to tell people, remind them, hey, put the mask back on, or that mask has slipped off a little bit. They probably are all pretty in on the whole scheme, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's terrific. And I know that this isn't the way that you like to do school, but at least you get to do school this year, which was unlike the end of last year.
That's right.
Yeah, terrific. All right, so once again, if we could have some of the contact information, because you've got folks who might want to give, you got folks who would like to have somebody's name put on the recipient list, so let's go over all of this again.
Okay, they can contact Lisa Adams, and you can do that either by calling the high school or by calling 724-541-8297, and we'll get them to where they need to be.
Okay, and we should probably make sure that people understand that you're not taking a bunch of turkeys over to the school and dropping them at the front door or anything like that.
That's correct, yes.
All right. Make the phone call so that people can understand what they need to do. That's what needs to happen here. And those are the same numbers, Lisa, for somebody who wants to put somebody on the list?
Absolutely.
All right. So the collection is from, Isaac, say it again. The collection is from what day to what day?
Our collection is from Thursday the 12th to Thursday the 19th.
All right. And distribution then is on November 21st. Hey, thanks to everyone for being with us this morning. Appreciate it, and wish you the best of success with this.
Thank you.
Have a great day. We'll see you.
You too. Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM, AM 1160 FM.